America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Greetings, students. It is that time of year when we would like to take a moment to review the policies and procedures here at Rancho High School. Thank you in advance for your commitment to making Rancho a safe and respectful learning environment. No student should ever have to go through the stress and humiliation that comes along with bullying. Every student has a right to come to school without fear. Bullying, as defined by law, is a deliberate or intentional behavior using words or actions intended to cause fear, intimidation, or harm. Cyberbullying means bullying through use of electronic communication. This communication includes any verbal, pictorial, or written communication. This also includes, but is not limited to, social media, texting, emails, and any other electronic device. If you are being bullied, please tell an adult immediately. Dress code is an important part of your daily life as a student here at Rancho High School. Coming to school dressed appropriately is more than just a means of you staying out of trouble. Dressing appropriately sends out the right message that you are serious about school and you are also developing great habits when you enter the workforce. Hats are not permitted on any campus within the Clark County School District. This means that you cannot wear hats anywhere here on school property. You cannot hold them in your hand or clip them to your belt buckle. Hats will be confiscated if you are caught wearing them. Repeat offenders will have to have their parents come and retrieve their items. Sagging is not permitted at any time on campus for males or females, and all pants must be fastened at the waistline. It is really inappropriate to assume that other people want to see your undergarments or shorts under your pants. Wear a belt if your pants are too big. Sagging in some cases can be considered indecent exposure and you could be cited. The bottom line is that you need to have respect for yourself and others, so please cover up. No skin or undergarment should be seen underneath your pants. You cannot have slits or tears in your pants, and additionally, for example, you cannot wear leggings underneath torn or slit pants. Shorts and skirts should be no shorter than 3 inches above the knee. Ladies, please be aware of skirts that are overly tight as they may get shorter as you walk or move about throughout the day. Las Vegas can be pretty unbearable in the warmer months of the year. However, it is important that we understand we can still dress comfortably and appropriately. Tank tops that are smaller than 3 inches at the shoulder are not allowed. This pertains to males and females. Males, you should not wear tank tops that are open on the sides of your body, such as athletic tank tops and jerseys. Tank tops that contain thin straps are prohibited. You also may not wear tank tops under see-through shirts. Shirts that contain numbers of any kind are also not allowed. This even includes shirts that contain dates and years. This is for your safety, as in some cases numbers may or could be associated with gang activity. Facial piercings are not allowed as they could pose a hazard to yourself and others. Ear spikes also pose a safety risk, so it is important that you do not wear them to school. Finally, it is your responsibility to abide by the school dress code to avoid being subjected to progressive discipline. Students are given one warning, then will be RPC'd for insubordination and failure to follow school dress code policy. Students that are out of dress code will be given alternative clothes to wear for the day, and their inappropriate clothing will be used as collateral. All dress code policies were not covered today, so it is important that you always use your best judgment when getting ready for school each morning. If you have to ask yourself if something might be appropriate or not to wear to school, then it is probably inappropriate. The safety and peace of the campus is dependent upon everyone making sure that they understand what could cause them to never return to Rancho again. In every classroom, there are posters labeled expulsion. These posters outline offenses that are mandatory expulsions. These items include assault and battery of a school employee, bringing drugs and/or alcohol on campus, immoral conduct, and finally, bringing any weapons of any kind onto school property. Every student has a right to feel safe and at peace when they enter the doors each day at Rancho, so if you decide to engage in fighting or cause any sort of campus disturbance, you will be recommended for expulsion. Students that make the decision to deface school property, tag, or partake in acts of graffiti will also be recommended for expulsion, so please respect your school. Cell phones, iPods, handheld gaming devices, and any other electronic device can only be used before school, after school, and during lunch. These items used at any other time will be confiscated. If you use any one of these items again after being asked not to, your parents will have to come and retrieve the item for you. You may not just have anyone retrieve the items for you. They must be a parent on your approved list. Students that make the decision to not be on time to school or class will be disciplined. Throughout the week, there will be random tardy lockouts. Students that are caught in a tardy lockout will be RPC'd and will have to have a parent come and sign them in the next day. Students that continue to be tardy will be deemed as insubordinate and may face suspension. When you are late to class, you are being rude and disrespectful of the learning environment, so please be on time to class.